ladies, Ashley here with Make It with Ashley. Today we are doing layout number 2 of the cake day. So I have my Versamat, but I'm actually going to bring in my all-purpose mat, and that is because I am going to be using my marker. So I'm going to bring in my large white piece of paper that I cut down. And then this is this citrus blend on the dark side. And I'm going to go ahead and edge this paper. Now, I only went about like an eighth of an inch. I could just freehand it, but I'm going to go ahead and use this guy. Now, the idea behind this, I could have backed this with a piece of lemonade yellow paper. However, this gives that illusion of it being backed without having to add that extra bulk or use up another piece of yellow or gutting it. And so you could freehand. Again, it'd look cute. I wanted a nice kind of crisp edge. Okay. And just rotate and I'll do all 4 edges. Okay. Now, I'm also going to do the edges on the other piece of paper. So again, just both of them. All right. So both papers are inked with my edges. Now I'm going to bring in an 8 to 9 inch plate. Now, this is just one of my dinner plates. Now this one is about 8 3/4 of an inch. You can go up to 9, go down to 8, just depending on how close or spread out you want your fun little circle. So I'm once again going to be using the dark side of citrus. I'm going to hold my plate and I am going to go around. Okay, now I want this to be kind of intense. So I'm going to go around a couple times. I'm going to have my marker kind of going in and out, so that way I get a slightly wider, brighter circle. And then I'm going to go ahead and lift my plate off so you can see that fun circle. And then I'm just going to wipe any of that extra marker off the edge of my plate. They are darker, but yeah. Okay. So, next, the round sponge. I need my scissors, so there. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut a little triangular wedge out of here. Nothing super huge. All right. Perfect. And I'm going to be using my Sundance ink. So we're going to add some some texture and dimension to the center circle. So I'm just going to pick up some ink. And I like to do circular motions. Now, I do not want a nice smooth finish. I want kind of heavier in some areas, lighter in others. I do want to kind of bring it to the edge of that circle. But just adding some nice, fun dimension. And so we're going to do this technique inside the circle, and we're going to do it on the entire page for the right side. So this is our left page. Okay, let's see. Get some here. And so I like kind of having some heavier spots, some lighter spots, but that nice variation. Let's do a little bit heavier right up in here and kind of bring that out a little bit more. But that looks good. It makes me, that looks like a moon. Wow, this would be cool for like a space layout. Okay, getting distracted. All right, and so I'm going to repeat that process, and I'm going to do it all the way over the entire page here. Okay, so you can see I am done with that page. Again, moon, cheese, kind of fun. Okay. All right, so I am just gonna real quick do a quick wipe down of my mat because I kind of sponged on it. Really only need to do the edges from my marker, and then that, and that is, I believe that is all we need that mat for. Okay, so now we are gonna do some stamping. So let's grab our stamp set. Okay, so on our stamp set, we want the small little asterisk. Okay. And that we are going to use the Sundance again. And since I'm stamping, I'm going to flip my Versamat over so that I am on the squishy side. If you do not have a Versamat, then you can use the foam from your stamp set. And I am just going to do some random stamping. So I don't want these super close. Just kind of doing my triangles and filling this in. But we are going to do the same technique on the right side. So we'll have kind of this coordinating background for both. And so this is, instead of using a piece of pattern paper for the right layout and then the same circular on here, we're kind of creating our own for whatever we need. And so this is a great technique, especially when you don't have the paper that you want and you need to make your own designs. And how fun would this be, doing different colors or maybe some splatter in there? So a lot of fun ways. Okay, I don't like how all those are. Perfect. There we go. That looks good. And so then I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to random stamp this one. All right. So you can see I stamped that off camera, and how fun is that? So I'm going to go ahead and bring the circle back in, okay, and I'm actually going to flip it to the hard side, okay, and I am going to do a stitched border around my circle. Now I'm just going to freehand this, so I'm going to grab my pen and I'm just tracing. That's why I made that yellow line a little bit thicker around the plate, so it's very easy. Now, a hint and tip is to kind of do a section and rotate with your hand, and then rotate with your hand, and then move your paper so that you're just kind of rotating your hand in a circular pattern instead of having to move your hand around. You'll end up with a nicer circle that way. Let me go ahead and see if I can zoom in a little bit on that. Okay, so here is kind of that border. And notice I'm just going fairly quickly. A lot of this is going to be getting covered up with all kinds of stickers, die cuts, all kinds of fun things. So only little sections of this will show. It doesn't have to be perfect, but aim for that yellow line. Oops, I kind of missed a spot there. There we go. And you can see I am just kind of rotating my wrist as I go around the circle. And then I just rotate the paper. Okay. And quickly, don't worry about them being the same size, perfect, or anything like that. We want kind of that hand-stitched, more of a fun look. Okay, last little section. Okay, and again, just that little dimension really adds a lot. So next up, we are going to go ahead and bring in our die cuts. So let me go ahead and flip this back to the squishy side. Okay. And we have, should be 5 presents. And then, or the little ones. And then we have 2 medium ones. And then we have 3 party hats. Right? And then we are going to be bringing in, kind of Sundance and Wild Berry are going to be our two colors. So we are going to go ahead and do second generation stamping. So you'll need, let me zoom out. All right, there we go. So I have a piece of paper for stamping off. So we're going to start with this one here, and then we are going to use Wild Berry. And I am going to ink up. I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to use second generation to stamp my present. I can't decide. Is that the way? You know what? I think it's supposed to be rotated. I think it's this way. Since it's not perfectly square, this one's kind of tricky to see. There we go. Yeah, that's much better on my present. Okay. So check your orientation. I thought I had, but it's the slightly wider side actually goes at the top of your present. But I need 3 in Wild Berry. I'm going to clean that off with my stamp chamois. And then we need, it looks like, 2 in Sundance. Okay, and again, both of these are second generation. And this kind of helps bring down those tones a little bit, makes it coordinate a little bit better without having to get a bunch of different ink colors. Oops. Okay. All right, so then we're done with this stamp, and next we're going to do 2 more Sundance on our larger present. Now, that one's actually the medium present. Okay, so we have that one on there. Again, the slightly wider side looks like it goes at the top. And we are going to do second generation stamping. Ink it up, ink it off, stamp it on down. Looks good. And we'll do one more of those. Perfect. I'm going to clean that one off. And then last we need our party hats. Okay. And so that is our little triangle. There we go. All right. And we're going to do 2 yellows and 1 Wild Berry. Once more, we're going to stamp off. Boop, pop it off. Stamp off. I'm going to clean that off on my stamp chamois and open that Wild Berry back up. Final stamp off. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now I went ahead and grabbed the stripes for the party hat. Okay, now there's actually 2 different options. They both do stripes. These are pretty cool because I could have done this in white, and I could have done 2 different colors of stripes, and then it'd fill in the whole hat. Since I've done the base, I only need to do 1 stripe. Okay, so pick whichever one you like. Looks like I picked the one that had a little bit at the tip. But now I'm going to jump into Wild Berry, and I'm going to line this up, and this is going to be kind of a 2-toned party hat. How fun is that? Okay. And we're going to do the same for the Sundance. All right. So we'll grab Sundance out, and I'm going to do 2-toned on top of it. And there's that one. And there's my other one. And how cute. Okay, next we're going to add some cute little lines to our medium yellow present. So next to Birthday Bash, you'll see this one here. That is the one that you want to grab. And we're going to use our intense black ink, and we're going to add some bows and ribbons to our presents. And so we're aiming for that bow generally just right on top of that yellow present. How cute and simple is that? There we go. All right. Oops, dropping things. So next we're going to go ahead and do some of the bows on our little presents. So locate this guy here. Okay, this is going to add some fun little texture, and we are going to do 2 of them in Wild Berry. Get that one back open. All right, so I'll ink that up, and then I'm going to line up just 2 of them, put that bow right at the top. You can see how cute and quick these little 2-toned presents are. Okay, so that's it for that one, and now we're going to add some bows. So I'm going to bring my small block back out, a little 1x1, and then I'm going to do a couple different things. So on one of them, just to show you how to use these little specks and stuff, I'm going to do kind of this little like flower confetti looking one, and I'm going to use Wild Berry right at the top there. And then I'm going to swap it out for an ashtray, actually. So we already used a small one, so we're going to use the big one this time. So that's in the bottom. And again, I'm going to do Wild Berry, and I'm going to stamp that just like a bow. There you go. How cute is that? Okay, so now we're going to do some marker techniques. So I have my TriBlend marker. This is the light green blend, and I'm going to do the light side. And on one of my presents, I'm going to just do simple polka dots. And you can do them as close or as far apart. You can do big dots, little dots. I'm going to go for kind of little polka dots. Okay, super simple. So that one's done. Those ones are done. Okay, so now my other one, I'm going to, let me zoom in a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and do some swirls. And then when I'm doing my swirls, just kind of like looping around, getting kind of a fun kind of look. There we go. All right. Next is going to be our wider present, and I'm going to do polka dots again. Okay, there we go. So I am going to go ahead and do some more polka dots in green. And again, this is very similar to my random stamping. I kind of want to aim for triangles. Have some at the edge of my present, but there we go. Fabulous. Okay, so now I am going to bring in my bright pink shade, and I'm going to be on the dark side of the bright pink shade, and I'm going to do a couple more polka dots. I'm going to do some on the pink and on the Sundance. And so you can see this is very similar to kind of that two-toned, getting that darker. It's very similar to that bow color. And we'll do some. So everything's kind of coordinating and matching. And in those color tones, but we're adding different patterns. Now there's also different things. If you don't want to do markers, if you don't have the markers, I would just do some of the stamping from the stamp set. You could have done the little sprinkles on all of these. But you'll see the variety and kind of mixing it up really adds kind of a fun look to this page. All right, so now I'm going to bring in my stickers. Okay. So we are going to use these party hats, but to kind of have it match with the rest of the theme, there we go. I'm going to bring in my Aqua Blue blend, and I'm going to use the dark side, and I'm going to color in these stripes. And you want to make sure that you are coloring inside the lines. Okay, you don't want it to bleed out. But this adds kind of a fun layer, so you can color stickers. I don't know if you've ever colored them before. I guess we didn't lay out one, but you know what I mean. That was one of the tough techniques for this workshop, is how to use markers. We can use them on our die cuts. We can use them on stickers. We use them on the edge of the layout. So there's a lot of cool ways, and that's not just like your normal use for markers. Okay? And let me get the tip of the hat. So now that's kind of coordinating a little bit better with our other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my light green blend marker back, and I'm going to grab the dark side, and I'm going to add some polka dots to the green. And so again, I am matching those polka dots that we have on the presents, kind of tying in those repeating patterns to help with the flow and the overall appearance of our workshop. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our bases, and we can start putting the left layout together. So to put this layout together, I'm going to start left layout first, and I'm going to make sure I am on the lighter side of that wild berry, right? Such a fun color. But it is rather bright, so we're going to tone that down, and we're going to add in our circle page that we made first. And so it's a 1/2 inch of wild berry all the way around. Okay. Center that. And that looks about right. Perfect. Okay. Next, I am going to bring in those fun happy birthday. Now, this is going to be my kind of my backdrop for my photo mats. And so I kind of want this to be right up at the edge height. You know, it's just a little bit above 8 inches there. And it's at a very slight angle, maybe about 1/4 of an inch in. Now I do want these to overlap a little bit. There we go. I want them to overlap just a little bit, and you can see this one's going to stick off on the bottom of my page. So like that placement, I'm going to use this to kind of save that spot. And then just so you can see, these are a square, but I am making sure I'm using the orientation where the letters are the correct direction. All right, so then I can just place that up next to here, and it's in the right area. And then this guy, let's see here, about there. So I'm going to have it a little bit more of an angle. Okay. I like that. You can still see a little bit of your circle coming around. Okay. Now I'm going to add my photo mats. All right. I've already kind of glued my pictures onto my photo mats. I thought these two were fun. It's my niece's birthday party. And I'm going to glue that down, just centered on that happy birthday. Now, this is a nice little touch because if I just put the photo against that backdrop, it's going to get a little bit lost. So that light yellow, you can see with the marker and the edges, we're kind of that repeating pattern. Okay, and that really what helps tie a layout together. Okay. So next, we have a couple embellishments to add in. So you should have 2 little birthday candle strips. We want the shorter of the 2, and that is going to get tucked right behind this one. So just barely underneath. Kind of aim for about center-ish, and then you should have two little rectangle pieces. We are going to dovetail both of those. Okay. And we want the pink side up for this. This is going to help kind of tie in that pink, that little splash of color. And to tie in our stitching, we're going to go ahead and do stitching around the edge of this one. However, you don't need to do the bottom. We are going to tuck this so that will be hidden. Okay, so simple little detail really adds a lot to our layout. Now these are going to get tucked behind right under here. You can see they coordinate perfectly with the cute little candle colors. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and tuck that under, and then my other one on top of it. There we go, perfect. All right, so now we need to bring in some of our sticker elements. All right, so I am actually going to bring in one of my die cuts. This is a Sundance with the little pink polka dots on it, and this is going to go right up there. I'm going to actually put some stickers on top of it. So we're going to have hip hip, and then we're going to be using party down here. Now I want that to kind of be tucked under my hip hip. So my hip hip to be here, and then my present. So I'm going to kind of glue my present just a little bit off of the edge of the circle there. Okay, I'm going to stick my sticker, just tapping that lightly on the corner of my Versamat. They do peel off rather nicely. And I want this one to be flat. So it's just a little bit above, kind of at an angle so it sticks out underneath, looks super cute. I'm going to pull out and add that there. 3D foam tape to pop this up. And this is just going to go right above there, so you can see that present kind of poking behind, super cute. And then I'm going to grab Party. Okay, and Party is going to go kind of on my circle right above the hip hip. Okay. And then we're going to bring in Hooray! So this is another fun one. You know, I think I'm going to pop this one up too for the bottom there. I might need to dig out some more foam tape pretty soon. Oop. Yeah, I'll just do a couple this way. Okay. And then we're going to end up building the kind of around our circle. And that is going to be a combination of those die cuts that we used and some stickers. So I'm going to follow that angle with my photo mat there. Hip hip hooray. How fun is that? And let's go nuts. So to start us off, I'm going to find polka dot and then one of the Sundance party hats. And those are going to be overlapping right there. So now again, you can kind of play with this, mix and match, put them around however you want. Let me kind of see placement. Okay. You can pop them up like this one. Actually, you know what? I don't want this popped up because the hip hip. I'll pop up maybe some over here and some down here, but I want to kind of have that be where that's raised compared to the others. Okay. And then next I'm going to use a cupcake. The orange one. And let's have this kind of being right around there. we are going to use our swirled here, and that one, since it's not a sticker, I can kind of mess around with placement. I'm going to kind of, you know what, let's see, do I like, okay, I think I like the present on top of it, so I'm going to do kind of like that. So I'll place my sticker, and so I'm kind of having them curve a little bit like around the circle. And you know what? This would probably be a good one to pop up since it's on top of the party hat. There, yeah, just right. Okay. Yeah, super cute. Okay. Then I'm going to grab a stack of candles. Oh, the 3 with the green, orange, and that wild berry. And this kind of comes up. Do we want it sticking off more or up? A slight angle where it's just kind of sticking off a little bit around the paper. You know, I'm going to bring in another cupcake so I can see I'm kind of curving a little bit. So I'll put a hat and then a cupcake down here. Let's see. I like that, or do I want it more like that? I'm thinking looks good. So I'll glue the hat down first. I'm gonna grab a set of tweezers to help me place this. Almost feel like I need to be on the close-up. Zoom in maybe a little bit for you guys. Let's see. I can kind of zoom in as we continue around our circle. Now, you know what? I think I'm gonna come back down this way because I like placing them. I think it's easier to do that than to run out of room going this way. So jumping back up to the top, we're gonna do another cupcake. And that's just gonna be right here. We're going to bring in a present. And since my cupcake's at an angle, I'm going to do my present a little bit more perpendicular. I want to make sure I'm not like this, everything's like at the same angle. We want some nice variety. Okay. And then we need some party hats. So I'm going to have my cute wild berry and then that sticker that we colored. Let's kind of see here. Yeah, and I like them kind of overlapping each other. That looks super cute. And I just realized I technically stamped this one upside down. Not like you can really tell. You know, you can see that edge. Works well with this shape because, you know, it didn't really matter. All right, super cute. And then down here, we're going to have a really cute little cluster we're going to build. And that cluster is going to include our ice cream sundae, the 3 birthday candles, and then it's going to include our our present. You can call it what it is. I should have popped one of those up. Oh, well, okay. So this is going to kind of get slightly tucked in, and let's see, how do I want to do this? I guess I probably, can I peel these up? I might regret this. Am I going to regret that? A little mangled. I want to raise that just a little bit higher so that I can kind of fit this embellishment cluster in. Maybe I'll put the candles at more of a upright angle. This is why I almost like die cuts, just die cuts better. Okay, That'll work. There we go. Okay, so we got a lot of things up there. All right. So again, if you had a wider circle, you can spread your objects out a little bit more. If you had an 8-inch circle, your objects are going to be way more on top of each other. And that's just how the circle is. Okay, so now we're going to add some fill-in detail with stamping. Wild berry, and I'm going to grab the large asterisk at the bottom. And then I am going to do one down, I'm going to do right here. And then without re-inking, I'm going to come back up here to the top, add a second generation to kind of tie in. I'm going to re-ink, and I'm going to do one here, and then I do one there. See, we're kind of tying in. And also here, it's also on some of ours. Okay, so we're gonna do some more stamping, but before we do, actually, let me close that up. Dangerous. We're gonna add a couple sticker hearts onto here. So we're gonna grab this pink one in the center here, and that's gonna kind of go above party. I'm gonna do it at a very slight angle, and it's a little bit closer to the right side of that sticker. And then this green one right above it is gonna make me want my tweezers. I lost my good tweezers, so I'm gonna have it just slightly overlapping there. And then I'm gonna bring my other green heart here. This guy is gonna come down into this corner. Let's see. I like it on top. I like it down there. We're gonna do this little glacier. And this one, I'm gonna kind of tuck here. And then I do want that to be on the inside of my circle. We're gonna stamp some hearts that are gonna be more on the outside. So kind of having a mix of things in and out, and those hearts are going to help tie it all together. Okay, and then it looks like we have the green one. Oops, that off. I think that's our last heart. And we're going to tie that in on our left side of our paper. And I'm going to kind of bring that down in here where my present is. If you have a full 9-inch circle, again, these might be a little bit more spread out versus if you have a smaller circle, you might not even have room for some of these extra little stickers or stamps. But now I am going to grab my small block and I'm going to do the heart. So that is the heart that's on here. And we need both Sundance and Wild Berry. And we're going to be doing 2nd generation, so you need your piece of paper to stamp off on. And we're kind of just filling in wherever there is a small gap. Okay, so let me do it over here. So my stamp off paper, oh, there we go. Let's see, where do I need one? I think I need another one kind of right up in here with my heart cluster. Sorry, off camera. Okay, I'm gonna do one right in here. Cute little cluster with those. I'm gonna do one, let's see, next to, do I like it in there? Maybe over in here, there we go. And I feel like I need one down in here. Okay, and then I'm gonna wipe that clean and I'm gonna swap to Sundance. And so again, the same thing. I'm doing 2nd generation stamping. I'm just kind of filling in those gaps, creating some clusters. We're also going to be adding in some dots and gems. Okay, so look, I have the little glacier heart there. So creating those cute little heart clusters in pairs. Oh, so look, here's another one. That sticker, how perfect to kind of tie that in. Okay, let's see, because I do like those pairs. I'm going to Do it again with the hearts here. And then I do not need to do it on every single one. Okay, so some variety is good. I do think I need one down here. I think I'll put some gems and stuff in there too. And that's probably good enough. Yeah. Now, I can always go back after I do my dots. If I really feel like there's a space that needs a little bit more, really easy to kind of add that stamp. And then that mixture of the stickers and the hearts really kind of voila. All right, so I'm going to bring in those cake dots, okay, and just kind of fill in, okay? So I definitely need something up in here. You know what? I feel like a large, and then let's do maybe a medium. What color do we like? Maybe that teal. Oops. Okay, I like that. I feel like I need something else with this little heart here. You know what? I kind of like the teal. Looks pretty good. Let's see. Do I want it on that side? You know what? Yeah, I like it there. That side. Okay. Let's see. Let's do something over here. Let's do, a yellow one. Yeah, I like this little yellow. I like it on the inside there. Since we have that. Oh, I feel like I need something else. Ooh, yeah, a medium on this side. Do I want a darker color? You know what? I kind of like the green because we have a little triangle of green forming here. There we go. Oh yeah, that's super cute. Okay, and then we need something here. Maybe a little one, little wild berry, right here. That little zigzag. Yeah, I like that. And then we definitely need some wild berry tied in over here. Let's go for maybe this medium one here. Put that there, and then I'm gonna do, this, now the green one. Let's do the green. Again, trying to kind of distribute the colors, variety. Look at that. So like I've only done just that side, and you can see how much it really adds. Okay, we need something over here. Do we need a pear? Let's do a wild berry here, and then I'm thinking a little green off of it. So it's a medium and a small. Oh, that's cute. I realized I kind of like mirrored it. I like that, and the green and pink there, that looks super cute. Okay. Let's see. The hearts there, and maybe some here. Do I want another large? You know what? I'm thinking a large green. Ties in. We got that hat. We got a lot of green going up in here. So then maybe, oh, the yellow might be nice. Yeah. Medium yellow. There we go. All right, continuing up and around. Oh, there we go. Yeah, medium orange. Oh, and then maybe a medium blue over here. And then I think I need like a little speck. Yeah, we'll speck this guy out here. So obviously I like using the mediums and the small in this layout. Let's see here. With that heart, you know what? Okay, I'm going to use the little orange. I'm going to use the large green. Yeah. We're like zigzagging up and around, and then that. Only put everything outside. Maybe breathe in the inside. Yeah, maybe I don't. Yeah, I feel like something here. Stew. Wild berry. Do I want it next to? I want it overlapping. That's cute. Yeah. All right. I like that. All right. However, that makes me feel like, do I need then any more like that? No. Nope. We're good. You made it around the circle. We're good. We're not done. Next, you're actually going to grab that light green blend. Okay, so light green blend on the lid. And we're going to add final detail. Okay. Little dots. Say, next. So how cute and fun. Had little like triplets and singles. It's like you're continuing to sprinkle more and more confetti. Okay. You know what? Let me zoom in more on this as I'm kind of lightly going around. Okay, there you go. And doing it in clusters and stuff. And think of it like swirls as you're kind of look at that, how I'm doing it where it's like the page. Super cute. You got these cute little hearts here, and then we'll add some fun kind of little pizzazz to them. Okay, and then this, since it's the marker, kind of works well on both the inside and the outside of that circle. But it's such a cute little detail. Okay, that you can add all over. All right, this is one of those things that you can kind of really get carried away, and it adds such like a fun little pizzazz and sparkle, and you can tell I'm obviously having a lot of fun with this marker. The 2s and 3s, trying to have it flow. Okay, so think this is your like little confetti. All right. There we go, yeah. But again, it's such a simple use of a marker. But look at that. It's like you're adding the magic. It's the birthday magic right here. Right here is happening. This makes me happy. Okay. Oh God. In some inside. Oh yeah, that's super cute. Okay, and then let's kind of zigzag up and around the heart and kind of flare out a little bit, and then we'll have some magic flare up on the inside and around here. And we'll do a couple there. And there we go. We've made it around the circle. And you can see how cute that is. All right, so you can see this overall. How much fun is this? It is just, bam, birthday magic. So cute. Okay, so now we are going to do the right side layout. So again, you're going to go ahead and bring in your wild berry. Again, you want to make sure you're on the lighter side. Kind of tone it down just a little bit. We're going to bring in that stamped page that we did. How fun. Glue that guy down. And again, we just have that kind of 1/2-inch border of that wild berry that shows over the whole thing. Okay. All right. So center my wild berry. So it's super easy. All right. And then we have a couple pieces. So you should have your yellow. I went ahead and glued down my photos to my photo mats. It's going to go here. We are going to have our birthday We have our photo that's going to go on top of our birthday. And then we actually end up with our yellow. Okay, I want to make sure I'm on the dark side. And we are going to end up framing this. Okay, and then we'll have a little zip strip that is going to go right at the top of there. So it's kind of our general layout. And as far as measurements, all right, we are going to start with the birthday one. Okay, so that, okay, we are going to glue down, and that is going to be 2 3/4 of an inch from the top and 1.5 inches in. So 1.5 inches in, and then we need 2 3/4 from the top. Puts me right about there. And then, so you can see that's about the 7-inch mark. So then this is going to be, it's going to be 3/4 of an inch from the top. So we're kind of centering it here, and it's going to be 1 inch in from our birthday. Okay. All right, 1 inch in and about 3/4. Right around there. Okay. So then next I am going to add in my photo mat, which is going to be about 1/2 inch. So again, you can see tying in that yellow as our photo mat against that busy, fun birthday mat. There we go. Okay. And then real quick, I'm going to take my lemonade, and I am going to do a stitched border again. Now on the top, I'm only going to do the top part. So we kind of want to give the illusion that this piece of paper goes all the way behind, but we're without the bulk. Okay, so we're going to kind of have that stitched border continue. Do this way. Around the edge. But notice how we're not doing the bottom or the top of that matching piece. Okay. I'm going to give that just a sec to dry, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to add in my birthday candles. I really love this. I would have loved, I don't know, just a page of these birthday candles. That would have been fun. It is a really cute zip strip though. Okay, so that just goes right at the top, and then these just get centered, and notice it is the exact size of our photo mat. Okay, so cute. And this is continuation, right? So again, it looks like we're building those layers without having to have all that extra bulk. Okay, so let's bring some of those stickers in. Okay, so we are going to use Celebrate You, and then it's going to be Celebrate You Girl. And this is just going to kind of get centered in there, and then Girl, bring my tweezers, is going to kind of go at an angle right there. Okay, but again, how cute is that little stitching? And we've tied it into the stitching that's on the left layout in a couple little select areas. We're going to build another sticker cluster. Now, this is where you're supposed to journal for this layout, okay? So you add your journaling strips on top of here. Now, I'm actually doing, this is my niece's birthday. I have 2 layouts, and there's not a lot to journal. This was many years ago. So I'm going to not do journaling here, and instead I'm going to kind of bring my cluster that would be in the corner, I'm going to kind of spread it out a little bit more. So my cluster, just so you can grab your stickers, is this tall ice cream cone. And then we have our die cut present. Okay. So this is gonna go over here. Okay, where we're having kind of how I there. Do I want to actually? I might lower it a little bit. Yeah, I right there. That looks good. So I'm gonna kind of lightly tap my sticker to my present. Go ahead and add some glue, and then with that right there. Okay. So then I'm also going to do my other present. We are going to bring in the orange present, and we're bringing in the fishes. And then we're going to build a cluster down here. So we'll have our presents, and then we have wishes. Yeah, I could have it go off, but I kind of like keeping it on the page, even if it covers a little bit of my dad's photo. I guess I should have swapped and put that one down at the bottom. Oh well, already glued down. It's still cute. Okay. So we have wishes, our presents. Next is going to be adding some more stamping. Okay, so I have my Wild Berry ink. I have that large asterisk, and this time I am going to do first generation stamping. Okay, on the left layout, I wanted to do second generation stamping because it didn't need it that bold and bright. Okay, I wanted to bring in that color, but I wanted it to be just a little more muted. Okay, so I'm going to bring that in there, and we need a third one. We need, we need something up here. Okay. All right. Okay, that looks good. And then let's tie in that heart. So we'll bring that one back, and that one I'm going to do in Sundance. So that way we have some of that first generation of both colors, and it really helps kind of tie both layouts together. Okay. And we'll kind of cluster it. So I'm going to do, with my star, I'm going to do another one. Let's see. I get down here. And then I'm going to do one over by this one here. And that looks good. So then let's just add a couple of our dots to it. I think I need to bust out a new sheet. Unless I want to just use large ones. Well, which on this side, it does kind of work well. Yeah, no, I'm probably still going to... Let's see. Oh, I like that down there. Yeah, I'll probably pick out a new set. I feel like I like the large ones, but I always lean towards using your smaller and medium ones. Okay, so, but you get 3 sheets. Yay! All right. Let's do a blue up here, but let's do you know what, I think we need a green, and then I do want to do a little blue dot. Oh, you know what, maybe I do that there, and then a little blue dot. Up here. Okay, and then we need something down here. Alright, the medium glacier, and then a little pink wildberry off of it. Okay, that's cute. Got some little clusters. Oh, you know, do I need something up here? Maybe a yellow. I know it's kind of on yellow, but a little something. Okay, that I think does our layout, ladies and gentlemen. So you saw layout 2 is kind of a quicker one. All right. So let's see if we can get them together side by side. that'll fit in there, just almost. All right, but you can see we kind of have that wow page, and then we have one that shows, you know, a few more photos. But thanks for crafting with me, ladies and gentlemen. And again, this was Cake Day. If you like the workshop, order the paper, and I will send you the cutting guide for free. Craft on!